Abracadabra, my gorgeous sparkly Aquarius. How are you doing, my baby, my boo-boo? Today we are doing the classic you versus them. We're going to see what is going on between you and your person in September 2025 going into October. And by your person, I mean the suspect. All right? Your situationship, your relationship, your no good spouse. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, maybe... Probably yes. You know, ex-husband, wife, anyone in between. Yeah, know how it goes. We assume some kind of a rift or separation between you and your baby, and the you versus them. So please show me angels of love. What's happening for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars in their person in September 2025. Yeah, your person is in a dark place. They believe that it's over, and they believe you're pretty much done with them. You got the Grim Reaper here. Ew. But they know they ruined, not you, the Grim Reaper, but the person. They know they ruined it. They know that they unalived this love. Whatever they did was just so unscrumptious. There's no going back, boo-boo. That's how they feel. It's a bit of a disaster mentality as well. I think this person, you know, they're the type of person to be like, to make mistakes almost on purpose. Like, they'll do something, even if it's a new connection. This is like, I think that you must have noticed the pattern, because it's somebody who's going to do something unscrumptious and then play the victim. And you're like, well, I knew I'd F it up, or I knew you wouldn't forgive me. Well, then don't do the bad thing, but though. Six of Swords, they're trying to move on. They're licking their wounds. They feel very much alone. They're trying to figure stuff out. Ooh, they're soul searching. I don't think this person is hanging out with friends or, you know, drowning their sorrows or anything like that. They're like deeply, you know, in the state of journeying into the other world almost. Like, not, I don't mean like in a creepy way or like, yeah, don't worry. Not like they're trying to hurt themselves, but they're journeying into the world of the spirits, seeking solace and solitude. Oh, what is wrong with this person? Aquarius. Yeah, but okay. Five of Pentacles. They feel abandoned, or they might have a tendency to abandon before they get abandoned. There's also a sense of like not having enough to give other people. This person could be like somebody who is raised in a harsh environment, both like emotionally and physically. So they feel to me, hold on, let me just, I don't know. I feel like you're, okay, weird angle, forgive me. I feel like they are, yeah, there's someone who just never had enough. And it's almost like whenever they have to give of themselves in a constructive way, it seems like too much for them. They're a lone wolf. They've been alone their whole life in survival mode. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be materially, but it could very well be, because the Pentacles are coming up. But for sure, spiritually. Lone wolf. They came at a disadvantage, and they did something real selfish. And that's, you know, that's a human reaction to a lot of trauma. There's trauma in this person's life. Formative years, childhood, you know, something happened to them that made the situation like made their personality develop in this way. Oh, it's so sad. They're really in the darkness, boo-boo. So let's see what happened in the past to make the situation. So it's going to be okay, Aquarius. Boo-boo. Give me a kiss. Also, welcome to Blue Angel Love Tarot. I love you. I see you. I appreciate you. Give your mommy a kiss. One more. Boo-boo. It's going to be okay either way. The person you're dealing with is actually really deep on a soul level, but they do tend to sabotage stuff. So what was the main sabotage? Temperance. Yeah, they just weren't able to give. That's their main issue. If it was a bimbo, himbo, anyone in between, you met on Tinder on a Tuesday, they could not pour from an empty cup. They're emotionally distant. They're scared of people. They're scared of people. They could be quite spiritual. The Queen of Swords, see, emotional detachment in the past. Queen of Swords, emotional detachment. A lot of mothers are coming up today. I don't know, maybe a lot of boo-boos, you know, that's like at issue. But yeah, this is somebody who's, you know, like always on the lookout for injustice aimed towards themselves. They wish they had a mother's love. or a divine feminine love when they were growing up. So perhaps it is a mother they lost when they were very young and they felt cheated out of something in life. Whether they're in their masculine or feminine energy, anyone in between, it's the mother's love that was missing. The world between you, there could have been distance, could be metaphorically, but it was like when you met, even if it was like a couple of dates, it seemed like such a great match. You really have chemistry. You have so much love to give. You're in the Queen of Cups, King, Queen, anyone in between, boo-boo, gender is arbitrary. You're in the Queen of Cups. You had so much love to give, so much forgiveness. I think you intuitively felt like this person was missing something. And you're like, I can give it to you. I can give you the world, babe. And that's you in the card, Aquarius, my baby. I love you. I'm in this card. I'm the eagle. And there you are. We're sitting here at the top. Though I say so myself, we're sitting here at the top because we can see everything that nobody else can. You're like, you got the vibe. You're like, yeah, but I can show you a different kind of world. Your world's apart when it comes to emotional vibration, because that person grew up in so much darkness. They can't get over it. They do feel empty to me, empty inside. Doesn't mean it has to be forever that way. If it was an established connection, it is someone who you kept giving. Look, Queen of Cups, you kept giving. This person kept taking, criticizing you. It's the shadow of the mother. Why is the mother so strong? It could be a message for you as well, Papu. These energies can switch, but somebody's mother, the shadow is there, and it's very unfeeling and cold energy. Stern. But you're someone, even if it's a message for you, you're someone who got over that. For some of you, specifically, a message is coming up. You were shocked and confused because, and take it with a grain of salt, don't get triggered, but what I see is a pregnancy and you telling this person about the pregnancy, and this person is like, I don't want it, get rid of it. But like in a very horrible way, something you weren't expecting. Worlds apart. Worlds apart. You could be dealing with an unevolved Scorpio. It doesn't have to be the case, but it could be. Boo, I'm sorry, it's okay. And maybe, you were, if that is your story, if it resonates, boo, it stunned you. You weren't expecting that from this person because this person is hurt, yes, emotionally, and you could feel it. You got that vibe from them, but you weren't expecting it to be that bad. Could be a long distance connection as well, or a connection that was on and off because of this person's demons and sabotage. They feel very much alone in their solitude. At the core of this for them is that they don't feel they can be loved. They know they owe you an apology, and their intention is to apologize. Six of Pentacles. Do you want it though? Justice. They're going to do justice by you in the end. We're in Libra season now. It could be any day now. By the end of the year as well. Justice, Wheel of Fortune. I read that as the closing of the cycle. Between now and the end of the year, this person is going to make amends and they're going to want to start again. It could also be someone who abandoned you or their family. Oh, this is so sad, baby. But, I don't think they're doing it because they're evil. They're doing it. No excuse either. If you want to delete from database, go ahead, boo-boo. But I see someone who abandoned you with a small child or small children and is coming back around. In the background, the peacock, issues with the mother. Wow, we're getting this like over and over again. This one and this one, we're getting it over and over again. That's the goddess Hera, the queen of the gods, the goddess of marriage and children. Like many of the Greek goddesses are, but specifically in my reads, I always see, because it's in the background, it's perching there, the peacock. This person is going to want to try again and start again, make amends, and take care of the kids. Or kids could have been an issue If you have your kids or they have their kids, they may not have wanted to blend families, stuff like that. They're realizing, you know, their karma is coming in and they're realizing they made a horrible mistake. What is the advice from my Aquarius? 9 of Pentacles. Boo-boo, you cannot make this stuff up. The peacock again. And that's you. That's the goddess Hera again. But not in the shadow for the person. For your person, this is your exaltation. You already got everything you need. Ask yourself this, you know, this person, how did they leave you? Did they abandon you in a bad situation because they weren't strong enough? Have you rebuilt yourself? The peacock is important for you, especially Aquarius and the goddess Hera, Juno, or any equivalent of that. You can check her out, you know, if you work with these types of archetypes and energies, because you have protection from the gods. This person is on a lower vibrational level to you. You're doing just fine. But I see that expression of shock. This person isn't shocked because they know that they did a boo-boo. Look at this person. You're not shocked. But you are. You're like, well, how could you have done this to me? I had to carry everything all by myself. If it's not about children, it's about, you know, the stress, the dignity, and the exaltation of the divine. Feminine, masculine, anyone in between, but particularly the divine feminine. The Fool. Listen, you could start again if you wanted to. It's up to you. It's all about free will on this channel. This person is returning to make amends. They want to have a totally new beginning. But your advice is kind of funny. They're kind of saying, well, you know, it's a whole, with the Fool as well, your spirit is saying this is a whole big world out there. So, you know, don't forget what happened. Give yourself time, because whatever happened with this person was actually quite shocking. And internal pain and trauma history does not excuse what they did. Oh, baby, it's going to be okay. And the Fool is saying there's people out there in the world that you haven't even met. You know, wild card situation. If you just, you know, I think you've been fortifying yourself, you've been healing your pain, try and make yourself stronger. Now might be a time to venture out like this Fool and see what's out there. Just because this person that we're reading for brought this on themselves. That's the way it goes, boo-boo. They will want to make it okay. Are they too late? That is a question you got to answer yourself, my baby. Let me know in the comments below if this is your story, boo-boo. I also got to mention, I know you've all seen this already, and this is not like one of those channels, but look at the roses we got. They're like eternal roses. They last a year to 3 years, but I bet they last longer. I got links in the description. I keep smelling them because they smell so good. They're real roses, and then, like, you know, the little magic elves come in and preserve them. I'm not a scientist, obviously, but they're so cute. And A Rose Forever New York sent these to me. I've never, if you watch this channel since I started, or for however, I don't do sponsorship, I don't do anything like that. But the roses are connected to the goddess for me personally. As you know, my name is Emanuela Rose when I'm not BlueAngel on YouTube. So, you know, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's a sign from the goddess. I'm not making, I mean, they're not paying me. I have the affiliate link, so, you know, I get a little percentage if you buy the flowers. They're 20% off with the code. Everything's in the description box below. I just thought we'd include this in the videos for a little bit because it's just good energy. And they're really nice people too. Because some of these, you know, I get a lot of emails, go straight to my spam from all kinds of places. They're like, you want to advertise this, you know, I don't know, hair curling toaster? I'm like, no, it's just too much work. But with the roses, I have a sentiment for that. It's synchronicity. I never refuse roses when they come from the goddess. And maybe you need flowers this season, or you need to let your douche flute know that you need flowers. All right, you can send them the code and enjoy the fall season. All right, Aquarius, I missed everyone. I'm sorry the videos are so long, but I just got so much to say. And today the energy was extra unhinged. Anyways, boo-boo, I love you. I'll see you next time. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized, and may the angels protect you.